Boogity, 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 boogity. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Come on, come on. You're right there. Just hard. Hey. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. It's your boy. Today we have our Seed 6 National Championship, Pac-12 Championship, and the National Championship. Today we have our... Okay. Stream, I can hear myself. So, alright. Seed 6 Championship is basically just a Pac-12 Championship on steroids. So, I've already got it all set up. I got it all laid out. We have Stanford versus USC. Number 3 Stanford. First time proving that they're not fraudulent in this entire tournament of like 10 games that I've done. So with that being said, we're going to do it in the Outback Bowl in Tampa, Florida. Because I know that's one I haven't done yet. We got it set to 8 p.m., so it's going to be a night game. This is about as far away from California as I can get for both of these teams. And I realized that there was no reason for me to do it. I just did it for shits and giggles. But y'all know the drill. We don't play this one. We just sit back and watch it. So, we're just going to get underway. Sorry again about the, delayed streaming. Dude, I be working, and then when I get home, I'm like, I need to stream. And then my girlfriend's like, or we can, cuddle. And I'm like, not to sound gay, but that sounds so much better. Oh, shit, what did I just do? Oh, I kicked the wrong chord. Alright, 91 overall for both teams. USC with the much better offense. Stanford with the better defense. But if Stanford starts this the way they did the Ole Miss game, I don't think they're winning. I don't think their offense is good enough to dig them out of this hole. Alright, well, I guess USC is... I don't think you're all that much. They either have home field advantage, which is all I cared about. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we're going to watch... Ooh, we're going to receive. Like I said, we never stray from the path that we take. But yeah, we're going to get this Outback Bowl started. I'm going to pick a neutral side. And yeah, we're going to get into this. I am picking a USC win. Do I? Yeah, I do have to. Alright, well, I doubt they'll take the opening kick. So I think I can just do one play. Yeah, it's all touchback. So didn't miss anything. But the Seed 6 National Championship is underway. USC is going to start with it. Get a first. No, they don't give them the first on the first play of the game. But, like I said, we haven't watched much of this USC team. We just know what they can do. But we've watched the Stanford team. This Stanford team is great at battling adversity. Especially considering the last game we watched, which was a full game. It was Stanford versus Ole Miss, bro. They were down 35-13 or something like that. I don't even remember the score, but they were getting blown out. And they come back to win it. And so we know this team doesn't give up. And just like that, blows the play up in the backfield, drop for 7. And that Stanford defense stood up strong real quick. USC halfback, 2 rushes for -4 yards. That's what we like to see. USC forced to punt on the opening drive, 3 and out. So I bet you they're wishing they had gotten that first right there. But Stanford's going to get pretty good field position on the 45. But yeah, we're in for the long haul in this game, I think. I don't know. Pac-12 natties, I'd expect a lot of offense. I'd expect big offensive plays, not I don't expect the defenses to do that much. I say as a negative 6-yard drop from the defense right there. I think both these teams are going to quickly realize that running the ball is going to get them nowhere, because these defenses are all over that run right now. It's going to be the first team to take advantage of the air that I think will win. Almost got sacked right there, but what a fight for the receiver to get 3rd and inches. He's pushing for it. Yeah, sorry again about the delay. After this, I can get the next round written down and ready to go, and then I think I'm just gonna not try and force. Ooh, that I thought somebody jumped off sides. That formation looked sketchy. Wow, not a single person shed a block, and yet everybody missed that guy. 7-yard rush from the halfback. Dude, he went out last game, and I don't know why. I don't remember what happened or why he went out. But he was so good in that game, and he was such a key player. So let's hope he can, stay in this one. I am personally going to just go ahead and put Ole Miss on the fraud squad. They are a fraudulent team. It doesn't matter how deep they get into these playoffs. They will never win the big games. They've now had 2 chances. Now, the Alabama one, I'll cut them some slack. It was the Crimson Tide. They were bound to get their national championship at some point. It just sucked that Ole Miss fumbled so hard. But against Stanford, they really don't have an excuse. If y'all go back and watch that other video, Stanford was getting smoked. I was to the point where I was like, guys, I might call it, honestly. Or I might fast forward to the 4th quarter. And then all of a sudden, 2 interceptions, and then touchdowns, and then a bump. And then just all of a sudden, Ole Miss was barely holding on to a lead, and then all of a sudden they were down by a few points. So, they just choked that game away. But this has been a great section so far. A great tournament for sure. One to go down in the books. I said that about round 5, but this one was honestly so much better. I'm not going to say there weren't as many upsets, because there definitely were. It was just I don't know. This season, it felt like every game was close. Nobody could really be ruled out until the 4th quarter-ish. But I did find, because remember, I had lost the sheet, the starting sheet. I found it finally. Oh, Stanford about to score right. Well, that was a bad angle he took. But, you get what you get. 2nd and goal. Stanford's knocking on the doorsteps trying to score. But anyways, I did find the sheet for the first round of round 6. Again, a lot of games that, I don't know, they just went a lot better than I thought they would. Arkansas State, that's who I was looking for originally. Oh, you know what? I'll shut up. Because Stanford, 3rd and goal on the 1-yard line. Just been chipping away at where were you running? At least you finally got in. But, dog, you ran the worst. You ran the path of most resistance to that touchdown. He went, oh, and then he went into the guys, and then just kind of fell in. Put Stanford first on the board with 7, or pending this PAT. But 7-0, USC trailing. Where did Washington go out? I forgot about them. They beat... Washington is going to be in a national championship soon. Mark my words. They are going to win this thing soon. But I'm trying to figure out who they lost to. They lost against Texas Tech. That's who it was. Because that was Cinderella runs. Yep. But USC is going to get the ball on the 25, and let's see if their drive can go a lot better than it did last time, dude. Because, honestly, I expect more. I expect USC to win, and just because of the score right now, I'm not folding on that opinion. I do think USC can win this. They got to get their head in the games. Who has USC played? They played Oregon State in the first round. That's an okay win. They're ranked. Who did they play in the second? They played Kentucky in the second round. Not as cool of a win. 3-yard rush right there, 3rd and 3. USC then played Florida. That's right. That was their first big opponent. But that was a top 10 team. That almost was offsides for Stanford. 4th and 1, USC gets shut up again, and nope, 3 and out. That's unfortunate. USC just is getting nothing going right now. It's not what happened against these teams I've been listing off. But yeah, I mean, who did they beat? They beat Miami. That one wasn't that deep. They beat Arkansas State. They barely beat Arkansas State, actually, if we're gonna talk about that. And then they beat Kansas State. So I mean, they haven't had the craziest amount of competition. But then again, Stanford really hasn't either. So wow, huge run by number 32, right up the gut for 20 yards. Stanford in full control right now, but we know momentum can sway so quickly. It does not matter. I thought I put USC as home. I guess it doesn't matter, but I'm just confused because I thought, damn, blew that up in the backfield. Loss of 4 for Stanford. 2nd and 14. And you know what? I'm proud of them, though, because I was like, I don't think the rush is going to work all that well. And it, in fact, is working very well. For Stanford, at least. They're just slowly moving the chains. They're just working their way down the field. They're they're working their way down the field the wrong way. 3rd and 19, you got to take to the air at this point. And, I mean, if you're going to take to the air, they probably 3 third-down conversions. I didn't realize they've had that many. But, this is an obvious passing down. So, USC should be able to clamp this. Corner blitz, but he gets hit as he throws, drops it to the boundaries. 4th and 3. I mean, you didn't get 19, but you got 16. I mean, better than nothing. They're going for this. I think they meant to do that. They just meant to get it as low as they could. USC all over it, though. Blew that up immediately. And Stanford turns the ball over on downs. This might be good momentum for USC. Maybe they can make something work with this. USC's only passed once. And that was the only time they really got yardage. So you would think they'll go to that. Right there on the sidelines, 16 yards. These tight ends are such a slept-on position in this game, because the amount of times we've watched final few minutes and the tight ends have been making these ridiculous plays is too many to count. These tight ends are such priorities to these teams. They mean so much. And you know what? Sitting here thinking, one of these teams is going to go down in the national championship. They're going to be the 6th seed. And they're going to get to ride it out and watch all these other teams play. And they just get a comfortable bye week. Or bye months. Because they're not going to play for a while. That's the only downside to how I'm doing this tournament. Is once your team wins, you don't get to watch them until the very final tournament. So, hey, if your team sucks, I'll probably have your attention for a long time, because you're going to want to watch and see when they finally win. Dang, Stanford brought an all-out blitz. Tight end still managed to not lose yardage, so it's better than nothing. Both quarterbacks, I think, are 100% completion right now. They're playing this game very safe. Good news for USC is don't take a sack here and you're in field goal range. Actually, you got a yard. Wait, what's... He got a yard, whatever. They're going to take a field goal, go 7-3. Probably best bet for them right now. Just get some points on the board. You don't win it in the first quarter. Nobody ever does. You still got a lot of game left to play. You're going against the number 3 team in the nation. And, I mean, hey, you're here, so that means more than they probably think it's worth. But being here is such a big step because that means you did better than 120-ish other teams, give or take. So you did better than 120 teams to make it to this point. Can't be too mad at that. Ooh, bounce to the outside, get some yards. 20-yard rush by the halfback, and 32 is putting the team on his shoulders right now. Let's see if he's... We're going to look at the stats for this game. Depending on how long he stays in, I have a feeling he'll get injured at some point because they are using him. But if he stays in like the whole game, I want to look at his stats. His rushing and receiving yards, because I'm waiting for them to target him in the air. That's what they did in the Ole Miss game, and it worked out really well. He's a hard person to cover, apparently. Oh, that could have been picked if he jumped that a little better. Again, pass to the tight end, gets a yard, 3rd and 5. Knowing Stanford, I don't know what they're going to do. Probably just run it up the middle and get this one. I'm sorry if y'all hear my roommate's TV in the background. They're watching anime. 10-yard reception, gets the first. Wide receiver, number 7. I wish I watched more of the games so I could call these players out and like actually kind of know who I'm talking about. Halfback gets tackled for a loss there of a yard. Unfortunate. But, you know, that's why you get 4 downs. I don't know. I'm running out of things to talk about. So, let's sit back and watch some football. Bang out a couple of twisteds. Maybe. Wow. Dude, could have been picked off. Tried to take the top off the defense, but threw to, like, the most covered person. If that quarterback had a little bit of an arm, though, and could have just led that out a little bit, you know, like just a little bit more air, that was a touchdown. Because he had a step or two on him. Damn. Had that one, too. 22-yard completion. There's number 7. That's a number I feel like I'm going to be calling out a lot. 4 for 58. Oh, he just absolutely toasted his man off the line. And then immediately met the safety who said, "You're done. You're done right there." But Stanford already in field goal range, so at the very least can take this lead back up to a touchdown. Hands it off again. They're just getting, like, if you get 4 yards a carry every time, like, something's bound to happen. Like, they can't stop that. Like, you're just going to wear that poor team down, and you're going to end up scoring every time. As long as you get those 4 yards. He had it. Oh, way to come back for the ball. Of course it is wide receiver number 7. Gotta, like, give these guys names or something. But putting his team on the back right now. Came back for that ball. Still got the first down. Honestly, probably could have gotten a touchdown if the quarterback had some time to throw. Halfback, the second string, fought for those 8 yards, too. Stumbling his way all the way down there. Stanford's looking to take this up 14-3. It's going to put USC in already an uncomfortable situation because, like, has that one. Touchdown, Stanford, 13-3, pending the PAT. We're about to be up by 11 points. And Stanford starting off so much better than they did last game. Because if y'all, like I said, if y'all watch that Ole Miss game, it was brutal how they started. It was like painful to watch because they were just making all the wrong decisions, and Ole Miss was having their way with them. So this is a lot better of a team than what we were watching before. And USC right now is the one who is not proving to be that good. You're going to take a knee. You're going to start from the 25 again. They got to get some offense going. They really do. They got to stop running the frickin' ball. They just got to go back to the air. The air is so pivotal in this game. Like, every time I try to run the ball, nothing ever comes of it. It's like you always have to throw it or, like, do some cheeky little play. And normally it's like the QB runs, like the scrambling on a broken play that gets you the most yardage. 8 rushes for 19 yards. That's 2 yards a carry. That's just well, no, it's not. Oh, that was a good play by the corner. Almost jumped that route and picked it off. USC is 0 for 3 on third down conversions right now. I know y'all are seeing the same stat line I am, but I just feel like I should point that out because that is a wild thing to see from this, like, 95 overall offense who has gotten nothing going against this Stanford team. It is forced to punt on yet another 3-and-out. USC has only had one good drive, and it resulted in a field goal. Stanford looking to get some return yards on this one. These players are fighting. They do not want to go down whatsoever. And USC is starting to fall off. They're falling into a little bit of a hole. And it's crazy because, like I said, I still have USC picked to win. But they're the same overall. And honestly, I feel like USC is the better team. And so, this is just shocking. But who knows, maybe they're just waiting to pull a Stanford and come, like, do a, like, late game comeback. Blew that play up. He was going nowhere. 3rd and 4. He's getting tired. I can tell that was not his best run. He didn't try to... Well, I guess he couldn't have cut back. 76 was blocking nobody. Stanford only missed on 1 third down so far. So, you gotta think they're probably comfortable with a 3rd and 4. Damn. Well, not when you don't even run to the first down. You just run across the field and get dropped immediately following. With that being said, Stanford, they're not going to punt. I will admit I'm confused on the play call here. I don't know why you don't just punt this ball away. Oh, because you're going to get it because they're going to leave 2 guys open in the same area. 6-yard reception, and they get the first. Stanford keeps the drive alive. A 4th down. Stop. A 4th down, like, conversion, though, just blows so hard. That sucks for anybody. Sorry, I was trying to take my AirPod out, and then my phone, like, wouldn't turn the volume down. So I was, like, fighting with it, but... Ooh, throws. He was under some pressure, and he still got a good pass off. Not a good read, but a good pass. That man was blanketed, though. He was not. He was lucky it was dropped, because the only person catching that would have been a USC defender. And honestly, that's what USC needs right now is an interception. Like that! Oh my god! How did he... Oh, how is he still up? Whoa, way to make your own tackle for that quarterback, but oh my god. What? Oh, they have to look at that. That thing was on the ground. Wow, Stanford robbed right there. They're not gonna review it. They're gonna give that to USC. Damn. Okay, well, if you're gonna rob a team of something like that, you better capitalize on it. And they do. 82, the tight end. Wide open down the field for an 18-yard dime. It's a good throw by the quarterback. I think, honestly, he had another man, though. That would have been a better read. But, you know, you're just going to take what you can get right now. You're not going to be greedy with this ball. Because USC does not deserve this drive. But we're gonna see how long their luck can hold out. They're 6 for 8 for 48 yards and somehow still in this game, while Stanford is being so much better on their offense. And we haven't even had time to like watch them enough to like pick out playmakers. This tight end is obviously going to be one of them. 10-yard reception, 3rd and inches. I think he is literally the only reason this ball has moved down the field, if you want my honest opinion. 3rd and inches, they're 0 for 4 on conversions. Like, okay, that's a good play. That's a really good play by the fullback, not even the halfback. He was moving like a halfback, but 12-yard rush. That's 2 first downs, basically, because the one he got and then another one. Get it? Yeah. It makes sense in my head. But, wow, wide open, sat down in the middle of 3 people and caught it. USC is on the move now, and they're starting to feel that fire in them. They're like, oh, wait, we can do this. We can win a football game. Just going to hand that one off. Dang. He pushed one person, but you're not bigger than 3 different people at one time. I'll tell you that much. 2nd and goal from the, 1.5. And USC desperately needs points here. Or desperately needs a touchdown. You probably want to score before going into the second quarter. Yep, there we go. Runs that in. 14-10, pending PAT. And Stanford's lead is getting cut. Although, like I said, that drive was a give me. That was just, unlucky. Because we all watched him take that ball off the ground. I thought it when the play happened. I was like, that looked ridiculously close to, an incomplete pass. And so, we're going to see how Stanford responds. Obviously, a bad offensive and defensive series. So, bouncing back's not going to be easy, but just stick with what you know. This game's nowhere near over yet. 32 is going to get you 2 yards whenever he was blown up in the backfield. So, you can always rely on that. Blue 42. Shit, what? Oh, Stanford's going to go to the air. Dang, brought a mean blitz through the middle. Laid him out, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Stanford up 14-10. Number 3, looking to be the 6th seed in this national championship. Number 2 still has yet to make it to a Sweet 16, which I find funny. Because Alabama was always in it. Wow, that was on Stanford. That interception. That was such a bad read. That was so blanketed. I don't know where he was going with that ball. But, yeah, Ohio State hasn't made it to a Sweet 16. This is Stanford's first real run. So the top 3 are kind of mid because it took Alabama four of these things to win. And Arkansas, Clemson, and Georgia were the ones ahead of them. So, obviously, Alabama should have won it before at least 3 of those teams, or 2 of those teams. USC dropped behind the line, but after a pick like that, I feel like after an interception, you try and throw your own because, I understand the idea, play it safe. You just got a good pick. Don't turn the ball right back over. But that's why I would go for it. You are on fire right now. Hit them where it hurts. Oh, good little fake, but didn't fool the defensive line. He ate that up, as he is demonstrating. 14-10, 3rd and 14. Honestly, if you're USC, just get some yards and kick a field goal. Make this 14-13 and rely on your defense who the first one was luck, the second one was skill. That's exactly what they're doing. They're just going to hand this ball off, get some yards back, 4th and 5, and they're going to bring out the field goal unit. They're not as risky as Stanford is. He's made it from 47, so 45 should be, because that's 55-yarder. And it's in, 14-13. Was I right? Did I get that math right? Because if he kicked it from the 45 plus the yeah. He kind of was cutting it real close on his accuracy there. But here we go. Stanford's going to get another shot at it. Maybe this time they can do something. That number right there, wide receiver 7, he's gonna have to pull some of the weight because 32 is just getting blanketed for obvious reasons, but he's still getting blanketed. So you have to take some of the heat off of him like that. Where did you go? Run forward, and that's a touchdown. Whatever. That's crazy. Anyways. Oh, he does not get the first right there. Third and inches. Hands it off. Go figure to who else? 32. Gets the first. What formation was that? Anyways, 32 again, just finding holes like nobody's business. 12-yard rush, 20 rushes for 88 yards, and we're only in the second quarter. He's already ran the ball 20 times. That man must be tired. And yeah, they've already got the second string out. But I mean, the second string isn't bad either by any means. Number 25 is just as good. He is holding his own. But I mean, obviously, your star player is your star player for a reason. There's just that added bit of talent. But 25, third and inches, that was a good fight because it looked like he wasn't going to get anything. USC's just, I don't know. I don't know what their defense is doing. Like, their defense can only seem to stop an air raid. They can't stop anything else, I say, as they drop them. 4th and inches, but knowing Stanford, they might go for this. They might definitely go. Yeah, they're lining up for it. 4th and inches, you'd assume a run. They got their fullback in the back and their favorite halfback. Oh, stopped them. USC blew up another 4th down conversion. Good play by 26 to get off his man, stumble, and make the or get in the way so that his team could come and rally and make the tackle. That's exactly what you need from a defensive. Was that a corner or was that a safety? I don't know. Either way, he's playing out of his mind. And quarterback, what the hell? Somehow got a yard out of that. He had a lot of pressure in his face. Caleb Williams type shit. Oh, surveying. Airs this one out. Where's this? Oh, had a man. Almost. Oh, he caught it. Oh, I thought he dropped it. That was a 40-yard bomb. Look at this thing. Watch him let it go. And this was all in the air because this man went down as he caught it. 40 yards in the air on a defender. Like, damn. That's a catch right there. In the national championship, USC is just fighting right now. They are fighting like a bunch of condoms. The condoms are protecting their field. Somebody knocking on my door? Nah, not me. It's not for me. 2nd and 5, just gonna hand it. Yeah, after a catch like that, dog, just stick to the ground because you got lucky. That was in double coverage. Should have been picked, but it was because USC is just built different. 3rd and inches. I mean, your gut tells you to run it, but every time you've ran it on inches, you haven't gotten shit. So I don't know. Oh, they're gonna go with the same play that got him the first down last time. 8-yard rush by the fullback, and it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 6. And USC's looking to take this lead for the first time of the game, I think. I think Stanford scored. Yeah, Stanford scored first. So this would be USC's first lead. And could quite... Oh, they're going to go with a QB keeper. Wow, he fought for it too. He took a few licks. 3rd and goal from the 1. I mean, are you going to... I don't think you try the same route. No, you don't. You're going to hand it off to the halfback who doesn't get it. 4th and goal, 2-yard line. Oh, you're just going to take your field goal. Understandable. I mean, kind of a pussy decision. But you're never guaranteed more points. So, 16-14, USC now has their first lead of the game in the Outback Bowl. And I mean, they're working. They're putting in the work right now. So you can't be too mad at them. 9 points from field goals, though. Only 1 touchdown for USC. Stanford with 2. And they're going to get another chance. Let's hope this goes a little bit better for them. They've been a little ballsy on 4th downs, and it's just not ended well for them. Both of them are playing this game really tight, though. Like, they're playing this game how I feel 2 elite coaches with 2 elite quarterbacks would play this game. And I'm not saying either of these... Where the fuck... where... I don't know where you're throwing that ball. I'm not saying either of these teams have elite quarterbacks. But they're playing like that's what this game... They're playing like this is a Super Bowl. Like it's a national championship. Now, is it a Pac-12 championship? Yeah. It basically is. But I guess if you look at it that way, Ole Miss Alabama was an SEC championship. Wow, that's 2 conference championships we've had that have been for the national championship. Past the who else but number 7 to get on the first down. Stanford's offense is doing much more than USC's, but I guess USC is just better at capitalizing with points. Swarm to number 32, and I mean you can't blame him. He's always kind of gonna be a target, and that whole defense, they were all over that so quickly. So if I'm Stanford, I'm taking to the air now. I abandoned the run for like maybe a drive or 2, or not. Well, I was saying I think I would abandon the run for a drive or 2. And get USC on their toes, backpedaling a little bit, trying to keep up with a pass, and then hit them with a run. But now you're in 3rd and 9, an obvious passing situation. The good news is 32 shouldn't be tired. He hasn't done too much. Oh, just tries to throw it away and hits the back of a lineman's helmet. And it's 4th and 9. Now Stanford's the one punting on... That wasn't a 3 and out, but it wasn't that good of a drive. So you're giving USC a lot of momentum right now. Depending on what they do with this punt return. They get 10 yards. Not that deep. Wide receiver number 9 is 39 yards. What is this like stat? That they're going off that one catch he made. That one catch he made, and they're like, well, we should compare it to the rest of the team. It was a 40-yard bomb, though. It was a great play by the quarterback. Throws that check down. Oh, to wide receiver number 9. There's 6 yards. Ooh, some shit talking. You could see it. You could see it in their eyes, the way they looked at each other. Oh, wide open holder run. Barrels through a few defenders. Gets 12 on the play. Yeah, all I can say is USC is playing a lot better now than they were at the beginning of this game. Another huge hole. Gets the first. And I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 18 for 59. I told y'all that. I was like, I figure this will be an offensive game more than anything. We're going to see big offensive numbers. Like a huge bomb to the best tight end in the world. 7 receptions, 71 yards with a 10-yard average for this tight end. 12 for 14, 143 yards for the QB. No interceptions on USC side of the ball. Stanford's played a lot safe, but you gotta wonder if that's the reason they're losing now. Because they've stopped doing those deep passes after 2 interceptions, and, well, now they don't have any offensive production. Good block for the halfback to get that first down. And USC is just driving right now. Like pedal is on the floor, and they are just dominating Stanford. Gets another 5 yards before he even runs into anybody. Now, they do make the tackle, 20 for 75, so number 32 was doing better. Stanford's halfback is doing better, but not by much. And the Stanford's halfback starting to fall off because he's being targeted so damn much. USC is being a little less stingy with the ball, spreading it around. Now, that was a bad play. 3rd and 9, loss of 4. It's exactly what you don't want to do in that scenario. Oh, and it was the backup halfback, too. That's why. Don't take your starters out. Oh, he's injured. Back spasms. Now, the good news, he will be back. However, if he's already facing injuries, you know that shit's going to, be with him for a minute. Number 30 gets nothing, so USC's forced to take another field goal, and these field goals might be what killed them, because a field goal here only brings them to 19, and a touchdown from Stanford makes it 21-19 and puts Stanford right back in the lead. So, at some point you got to stop kicking field goals, and you got to start scoring touchdowns, because USC still only has one. I'm waiting for the day that we get to watch a kick return for a touchdown or a punt return. We haven't gotten lucky yet. I think the first we've gotten is them out to the 50. Dude, but punt and kick returns are hard in this game. They're not easy. Oh, there's their favorite number 7 getting 11-yard reception. What did I say? You take to the air, they're not ready for it, and you can actually get cooking. I'm sorry again about the background noise that y'all probably hear. As much as I would love to tell them to turn it down, I'm not the best roommate when it comes to consideration for sound. So I have no right to tell them to turn it down or even ask. So we'll just deal with it. And if it gets that bad, was that a fumble? Oh no, it was not a fumble, but it is an incomplete pass. And 3rd and 8. Now Stanford's got to throw, and they're like, what the hell? You said throw, we're throwing, and it's still not working. Stanford seems in a little bit of a rut. No, like I said, they can climb out of these. We know they can. So there's the first down. But yeah, Stanford, there's not a rut that's big enough to hold them really. As long as they keep trying, they'll fight their way back. I know as a commentator, you're not supposed to be biased towards teams, even if you are, but unless you're the spokesperson for that team. But I don't know who I want to win, so I actually am very neutral in this game right now. I'm like I said, I have USC picked, but doesn't mean I don't know who's gonna win, because like I said, Stanford's a really good team. USC is not playing like I thought they would. So, I don't know. We're just along for the ride on this one. Good blocks. Finally hands it off to 32, and he gets 3 out of it. 3rd and 5. Now, you're in an okay situation if you're Stanford, because obviously it's a 3rd down. Nobody likes that. But, dude, they were 8 for 9 on 3rd down conversions just a little bit ago. Now they're 8 for 14. They haven't converted in so long. Oh, they don't get that one. I'd go for it. I mean, that was just a weird look, and they're going to. So I guess Stanford either doesn't have a good kicker or just doesn't like to kick the fucking ball. because, oh, well, that's obviously why, because you get 6 yards on 4th and inches. 32. See, he shows why he deserves to be a captain. The stats for this game will be very interesting, I do think. I'm very curious to see who was the best performing player. But no, the more I watch this game, the more I'm just like, I want the best team to win. Normally I have like my favorites that, like, even if I know they're not the best, I'm like, no, they're gonna win. But like this game, I just want the best to win because they both fought some hard battles to get here. They both equally deserve it. And I mean, if they don't win this one, I wouldn't count them out of winning the next one. It's kind of how I feel about Washington. Is like they're always like one game away. Like Washington was like a few seconds away from beating Oregon, and then they would have been in that national championship. And I think they were also a few seconds away from beating Texas Tech this season, and probably would have been here or like at least Final Four. But that would have been a Pac-12 nightmare, bro. Having 3 out of the 4. Wait, because who was? Where did the other Pac-12 teams fall? Do. Okay, I don't think we've had a Pac-12 team for a while. The round of 32 would have been Utah and Washington. So we had 4 Pac-12 teams standing in the round of 32, but once the Sweet 16 hit, we had 3. And then, yeah, so that would have been a nightmare of a matchup. Oh, Stanford with a touchdown. Receiver number 7. Show how much you're worth. Had a clean. What do you mean low bandwidth? Shut up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Turning off Wi-Fi. Turning off the Wi-Fis. Hold on. So that should be like most things in the apartment that have Wi-Fi. So it should give me like the bandwidth I need. Hopefully. Oh yeah, of course that one's gonna stop. Okay. So maybe this will do a little bit better. Anyway, Stanford now back on top, 21-19. Oh wait, we're really low into the second quarter. I didn't realize how quick the game was moving. I guess when you run the ball a lot, like, yeah, the clock's not going to stop that much. And honestly, neither of these quarterbacks have thrown that many incompletions. That was a good run by Caleb Williams, part 2. Now, we're just going to call him Caleb Williams. I know he's not, but I don't know who the quarterback for USC was. Throws a dot down the middle. Wrong way, man. Damn, you lost so much because you wouldn't just go down. You had a good situation right there. Come on. That's unfortunate. Caleb Williams trying to orchestrate a drive right before halftime. Oh, he's going to take off again. Oh, he slides down. Safe bet. 2nd and 4. That clock's going to tick, though. Might be good, though. Run a lot of time off. Because if you're going to score, you're going to kick a field goal, probably. Let's be honest here. It's USC. They're going to kick a field goal. Make it 22-21. And so you're going to want to kick that with like as little time as possible. But 3rd and 5, Stanford's like, we're not going to give you the chance. Because you pass here, right? Your halfback does not move the ball that well. Or he just absolutely steamrolls a linebacker for 7. Never mind. I take back what I said. But clock's still ticking. You got 50 seconds and 1 timeout. I was like, you want to hike it eventually. Ayers. Oh, they're going for a touchdown. Woohoo! Almost got a pick. If I'm that defensive coach, that man is running laps whether you win or not. Because that dropped interception could mean a lot at the end of all this. USC's not going to use their timeout. I wouldn't either. 3rd and 6. They get a first down here. They're golden. They'll probably run and spike it. If they don't, they're just going to call their timeout. Okay, they get the first. Now, I'd assume they're going to hurry up and spike this ball. Or they might run another play, honestly. Yeah, I mean, they have enough time. Hike it. Okay. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Like these two. Ooh, you're gonna cut it close. These 2-minute drills. It's like, look at how quickly you're moving the ball now. It's like, why weren't you doing that before? Oh my God! Hoo-hoo-hoo! And on that note, USC's gonna take their field goal. Well, like I thought he had that open, to be honest. I was right, by the way, with that 55-yard field goal. Anyways. I thought he had it open. I was like, damn, USC's going to get a touchdown before halftime. But nope, they get a field goal and make it 22-21. I mean, hey, you take what you can get, honestly. Being in the lead on number 3, are you too upset about it? I don't think you should be. And we're underway of this second half, and the game's glitching out at the bottom. Stanford tried to take it out. Who was it? Oh, of course, number 7. Bro is doing the most to keep his team in the game. That touchdown was a really crisp one. That ball just dropped right into the pocket, and he ran his route perfectly to where nobody else would have been near him. And he left no room for error with the quarterback, though. Like, that quarterback had to drop a dime. But number 32 fighting for 4 yards. Remember, they had a 15-minute break before halftime. So, odds are they should be like rejuvenated. They should have some energy left, or they should have energy in them, period. Because that first half was a battle for both teams. Ooh, good pass down the middle, dropped. I mean, thrown into like triple coverage. What do you expect? 3rd and 6. Knowing Stanford, if they get like 4th and inches, they'd probably go for this damn ball. Or for this first down. Throws it to the trusty number 7. I probably would have too, but he only gets a yard. He's great, but he's not a magic worker. Like, he can't just make stuff happen. Miracle worker. Not magic worker. He's not a miracle worker. So, Stanford's forced to punt. I'm going to give USC the ball back. About chalked up that they're going to let up 3 points. Honestly, I'm just waiting for Stanford's defense to make a play. They made plenty against Ole Miss that turned the tides. And, I mean, Caleb Williams has not been very safe with the ball. 2-yard rush. I mean, whenever he throws it, he's throwing some sketchy passes where you're kind of looking at him like, what did you expect to come from that? There's no way you actually anticipated your player making that catch. But right now, USC's just sticking to the run. Gets dropped for 2. 3rd and 9. Stanford's defense basically forced him into a passing situation. No right-minded team is going to try and rush for this and try to get 9 yards on the ground. So this could be Stanford's opportunity for an interception and not have to drive or wide open down the middle of the field. Is that the tight end? Oh, he fumbled! It was a wide receiver who fumbled the 60-yard reception and picked up last minute by who the hell saved that play. Way to dive on it, though. He got on that shit immediately, and it was number 9. Good play by number 9. You can't teach that. That was instinct. That bro saw that ball and just dove. I remember running those drills in like Pop Warner, bro. And USC capitalized with a touchdown. They did not like me insulting their field goal game that much. But now they're up by 7 and about to make it 8. So it is still a one possession game for Stanford. But that was blown fucking coverage. You blew that shit. And USC took major advantage. So on 3rd and 9, nonetheless. It wasn't even like a first down like, well, we got 3 more to play with. Nah, they said, all right, final play probably of this drive. Let's just see what we get out of it. Good pursuit by the Stanford defense, though, to like not let that be a touchdown and force the fumble. Now, you didn't recover it, so you don't deserve all the praise, but you did force a fumble and hawked him down, so he wouldn't have scored either way. But now let's see what Stanford answers with. Oh, a check down to number 32, who has a lot of room to run. Got 20 yards out of the backfield, and if he would have just, like, I don't know why he was running so slow, but, like, watch him. He gets off. He gets the pass. Look, he had so many blocks downfield, and if he would have just taken off there, but you're saying a lineman or a linebacker, one of the two, caught him, I find that very hard to believe if he wasn't running full speed. Goes that one to the boundaries, to the tight end, of course. 5-yard reception, 2nd and 5. If you're Stanford, you're just appreciating that you're moving the ball and you're not just stuck in the same spot. Ooh, 39 helped not at all with his block. He actually blocked the guy into 32's run lane, which was open. It wasn't open by a lot, but it was open. All right, Stanford, look, this is a big 3rd down conversion because you just let up a huge touchdown. You need this. Oh, he caught it too. 39 with the catch. I don't know if that was to 7 or 39. But either way, 39 came down with it, and that moves the chains and lets Stanford live for another 4 downs. They're going to go right back to the air to 89. The man who... No, 85. Oh, wait, that's USC. I'm looking at the wrong team anyways. I was going to say the man who dropped that. Not dropped it, but fumbled. But he didn't fumble. That was wrong team. Stop there. Blown up. 3rd and 6. Now you're in another weird situation. But, I mean, your receivers have been doing great. Maybe it's time you give the halfback a rest for a little bit. Like I'm saying, if you overuse them, they're going to just start guessing. And, I mean, you got a 50-50 shot. Wide receiver 7 fights for a lot. And I'm shocked that they don't give him that first down. I mean, yeah, I understand. Because I thought he got it. Oh, they're going to pass here? That's wild. Oh, well, it worked. To their backup halfback who gets an 11-yard reception and trings it out. Stanford does not like to kick if they don't have to, which would probably explain why they have 3 touchdowns. But if they kicked half the time, bro, they would have... I don't know, actually. But good run by the tight end, number 98. He found a little hole. He looked a lot fatter when he was running the ball, I'll be honest. But 1st and goal, Stanford now operating inside their own 10. First time in a while, and boom. Just like that, Stanford's back on. Not on top, though, but they're back within like a few points. 29. Does Stanford go for 2 here? Yeah, that makes sense, actually. I'm not shocked. They don't like to kick. We've discussed this. Stanford's going for the tie. They're like, all right, we're tired of losing. And they get it to who else besides number 7. 29-29. Stanford, USC. This game is going down. And it's going down well, too. Alright, I want to I'm so curious, like, why Stanford just isn't punt. Like, they don't punt and they don't kick unless they like have to, and it's just weird to me. But whatever. 16-yard reception from USC's tight end, 8 for 87. Like, this air raid in the Pac-12, like, that, it's why I love watching their games. Like, could y'all have imagined this, or like USC and Stanford team, and then if like Oregon and Washington were like all made up the Final Four? Brought a heater of a blitz and gets the pass off for 4, 2nd and 6. What can you... USC's quarterback still has not thrown for a touchdown. Now, granted, that's a little stupid of a stat considering he gets them down to like the inch line and they just punch it in. But, I don't know. Just food for thought. Hasn't thrown for a touchdown yet. But they're driving. Both teams are starting to really get a feel for the other's defense. And so I think it's going to come down to who has the ball last. Like, who is the better offense. Throws that one up. That free safety's having a fucking day. He's having a field day out there. Because just nobody... They keep testing him, and one day it's going to come down with a pick. But Caleb Williams just chucking bombs and just praying it goes somewhere. He's only thrown 6 incompletions. He's playing really well. Ooh, gets some pressure. Throws that. Who's that one to? Oh, double cover. It wasn't even like just, oh, there were 2 people around him. No, he was double covered. And here I was thinking USC was about to try a field goal from about the 50. No, they're going to punt this one. They're just going to try and land this. Oh, that just sails out of the back of the end zone. You wonder how much time you're really saving your team there. Or how much you're really saving them. But Stanford's going to get the ball back, and they just had a really good offensive drive and a stop on defense, finally. Could still pitch the ball, as you could see by the LB button. Just in the middle of all that chaos, throws it back for like a loss of like 10 yards. Welcome to the stream. I see a few people are tuning in. I hope you're enjoying. Dude, they gotta stop feeding this halfback, man. He's 34 rushes for 107 yards. Whenever he was like 20 for 88, it looked a lot better. Now it's just getting kind of sad. He's clearly not cooking anymore. He's doing a lot better, yeah, like that, through the air than on the ground. He fought for that first down, 9-yard reception. That's what I would be doing. I would be targeting more him in the air than on the run or on the ground. Cause like they're all over the run game. 2nd and 8. But I don't know. That's why I'm not a coach. The second something doesn't go right for me, I'm like, all right, time to switch it up. I don't try and just trust my playmakers to make the play. 3rd and 7, gets a yard on that reception. And now you're basically in a passing situation. No right-minded individual would run this ball, considering your halfback has been getting like 2 yards a carry. And boom, corner route to the fullback for 17 yards. I mean, try to write it up any better. These are fullbacks. Are fullback skill positions? And are tight end skill position? I don't even know. I don't know if tight ends and fullbacks are skill positions or not. Good run by number 2. Honestly, Honestly, the backup halfback is doing better than the starter. He's having a lot more success than 32 is. And he's stiff-arming his way for 8 yards. I don't know. This man's pretty good. I'd almost argue make him your starter and put 32 as your back. That might be the problem. 32 plays a lot more down, so he might just be more tired. He gets 5 there. I don't know why USC's all of a sudden just abandoned their run defense, but Stanford is taking advantage of it and walking all over them. And now back inside the red zone. And USC's on their heels. Oh, yep. Oh, he was fighting. He wanted more. He wanted his touchdown. Stanford on the 3. 30 for 39. We want to talk about some improvement. Whenever this quarterback had thrown his 2 interceptions and was like selling the game, I was like, yikes. And of course, to number 7 for the touchdown and put Stanford up by 6-7 pending this point after attempt. If Stanford, yes, they do kick them. They know how to kick the ball. Yay. And just like that, the stadium is real quiet. Those USC fans are not jumping around anymore. They're probably like, what the hell? We were just doing good. By no means, by the way, with that comment, do I think USC's doing bad. Like, you're going against number 3. Y'all are both in an... Even if the game doesn't recognize it as a national championship, it recognizes it as a bowl game. And, because of the stadium I put it to. So, yeah, both teams are playing for, like, legitimate reasons. And they're in the same conference, so they're rivals. So, like, it's just with how it's set up and, like, kind of how the cards fell into place, the CPU matchup between these two would be very competitive. Plus, they're the same exact overall. Caleb Williams took a fat sack for 7 yards, just had nothing open downfield. And he was kind of standing there for a while. I almost wonder if... oh, no. One receiver wasn't... I was like, I want to watch the replay and see what he had and what he didn't have. One receiver wasn't moving, and I don't know where the other ones were. But it's 3rd and 18, and now USC's in back to like where they were at the beginning of the game. Just not good situation. Oh, he didn't catch it. That sucks. Caleb Williams got it there, man. I mean, I don't know what else you want from your quarterback. He got it to you. You just had to turn around and hang on to the damn thing. Stanford bringing an all-out blitz to try and block that punt. Again, understandable. He gets a 14-yard return. What's... Not like that bad, honestly. Like, both offenses are doing about what I expected. I expect 1,000 yards from both teams by the end of the... Or 1,000 yards between the two. Not from both, but between the two. USC's... I think they're getting tired of the disrespect, thinking, oh, you still think you can run this ball on us? Because 3 players swarmed him the second he had the rock. Drops back, surveying, has the tight end. Yeah. Mr. 98, 3rd and 5. Knowing Stanford, depending on what halfback they send out, this could be either. Okay, send out 32, so most likely a pass. Oh, to the boundaries, doesn't get it. 4th and 1. He tried to do that sneaky little arm thing where he stretches the ball out, but doesn't get him anywhere. Oh, yeah, I forget it's Stanford, so they're going to go for this. 4th and 1. USC, if they can get a stop here, will be huge. That's how it was going for... Oh! Dropped. I don't know if that was good defense or just bad catching. But USC always seemed to capitalize off these like fourth down turnovers. Oh, it bounced off his wrist. Okay, it was good defense. It was good defense. Now USC with some momentum. A little bit. I don't know. I think the momentum bar would be pretty level right now, if I had to assume. Oh, never mind. That was a big interception. And USC's first turnover of the game. And I mean, just laser beamed that intercept. It was clear. It was clearly to number 8, and that's why it got picked off. If it was to 82, may have been a different story. But just give Stanford the ball back and bring your defense right back out on the field after they just made a huge stand. And of course, they're going to hand it off to 32, who still gets 3 yards. It's kind of like that. You might know what they're doing and you might be all over it, but they're still going to get yards, and you're just going to have to figure out how to deal with it. All right, they're going to run it again and get 2 this time. 3rd and 5, back to the same situation they've been in like all game. All game, it feels like I'm saying 3rd and 5, 3rd and 7. And yeah, obviously empty backfield. They're definitely passing. Prada blitz like nobody's business. Wide receiver catches it, gets the first. But dude, they lit that quarterback up. That corner came zooming in for that tackle. Halfback lowers his shoulder, puts a lineman on his ass, gets 4 yards. 40 rushes for 121 yards. At least he's not injured. At least he's still in this game, and he's still fighting. Like I said, against that Ole Miss team, he went out around this time, and we never saw him again, and it was all up to 25. Wow, a lot of good... Wow, that was glitchy. It was great blocking, though, from his lineman. He had a hole. I don't know what happened, but he had a hole to run. And it just kind of glitched out. It's fine. Number 25 gets the ball, absolutely swings on somebody. Holy crap. That wasn't a stiff arm. That was a punch. 2nd and 9. But at this point, Stanford's already in field goal range. Just make this, at the best case scenario for USC, 39-29. But 3rd and 6, so yeah, they're obviously in a passing situation here. Wait, who? Oh no, they have 25 on the field, so it could. Oh no, it's still a pass. Great breakup by the corner. Dang, that was a good play. That was a good play. I was like, damn, they got the first. Oh my God, Stanford's kicking a field goal, guys. Everybody, dial in. It's up, and it's good. 29-39 is your score. Stanford pulling ahead with 2 minutes left in the 3rd. Uh-oh. Oh, yo, what happened? Hello. I have absolutely no clue what just happened there, guys. Not like an ad break or something. That was weird. Either way, USC has the ball. What do you mean low stream quality? Alright, well, at this point, like, I'm just going to need everything to start working right, because we're way too deep into this game to back out of it. USC drops back to pass. Caleb Williams. He's gonna run it. He's gonna truck 2 linebackers and get 9. Remember, before I get yelled at, I'm aware it's not actually Caleb Williams. But, you know, you got to move the ball however you got to move the ball. And if your other... That was a good pass. If your other players aren't doing it for you, do it yourself. I think that's the best thing about being a quarterback is, like, worst comes to worst, you know you can always try to make a play. If you can't trust everybody else, you're going to be like, well, it's not like I can do worse. But that was a good pass. Gets the chains moving. Gets Stanford on their toes a little bit. They're like, oh yeah, we can pass. Just lobs that one. That was a dangerous ball. The cornerback very easily could have jumped that route if he wanted to. So, it's a good thing he didn't. USC lives to fight another down. Mr. Williams over here making some sketchy reads, I'm not going to lie. He's throwing into some very tight windows, very contested passes, very covered passes. And he's just kind of praying for these receivers to come down with the ball. I don't think he actually expects them to catch half of these. Because, like, from... Oh, 4th and inches. At this point, you go, yeah. USC's like, Stanford's gone for it. So many times USC's like, we can have one or two. Oh, did we have a false start? That's unfortunate. They were not ready for the moment. The moment was too big, and they choked. 4th and 5. Yeah, now you got to punt it. Now you're forced to punt, and sails into the end zone. At that point, I'm just go for it. Shit. Because, I mean, you really only saved 20 yards. Now Stanford's looking to extend this lead by a lot. And honestly, USC doesn't get a stop here, and Stanford can get another touchdown. It could almost be the nail in the coffin. The USC came back from, at most, 11 points. And they never went up by that much. So, if USC goes down by a lot, they haven't necessarily proven that they can create separation and get stops and touchdowns and more stops and more touchdowns. So, their defense is showing up though. 3rd and 12. Obviously, Stanford's going to pass the ball. But can USC's corners defend this? Yeah, one guy impressed at the top of the screen that I'm a little worried about. He just threw that one into the dirt. So Stanford's going to punt. USC's defense came up huge. That is exactly what they needed to do. They do not need Stanford getting any more points than necessary. They're going to get a good field position. If you can start at like a 50, that's really good. And with 16 seconds left in the third, USC is just going to try and make something happen. They don't need it all right now. They just kind of want something. They get a first good play. Wide receiver number 85. He's got a lot to prove. He had a 60-yard bomb that he fumbled. But that was a good catch. Seconds. I don't know. USC might try to run another play, but they also might just let this clock run out. Oh no, they're gonna get one more off. Doesn't do much, but hold up your fours. 39-29, number 3 Stanford leading USC in the Seed 6 National Championship. first. If I'm USC, I'm going for a touchdown. I don't care where I get stopped on this play. If I don't get the first, I'm going for a touchdown. Or I'm going for it again because I'd rather be down by 3 than 7. It's the first, like I said, 5 yards there on the 1 yard line. And I need to just line up, I formation and run it 4 times. Great block, and USC dances in 39-35. Who else? USC's number 25, the halfback show. I think every halfback in this game that's really touched the ball is over 100 yards rushing. It's 39-36. Stanford only up by 3. If USC can get another stop here, they're definitely going to go over 1,000 yards between the two. Very authentic game. I was really excited for this matchup, and I mean, honestly, like there were times where I'd be back in myself thinking, I was like, oh, I can't wait to play this or watch this game. Because like I said, Stanford came back and stormed and beat Ole Miss. Obviously, they're nearing the points that they had against Ole Miss, which was 48, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. But they're getting close, but I mean, it was a great show of a team in that game. And so, and then USC had just dominated, beat a number 10 team. Oh, bad missed tackle at 32. Chase out of it. Once he gets out of the open field, he's going to get like 10 yards. 43 rushes, 136 yards. Having himself a day. Wow, right into the middle of the field. Lucky that ball was caught. I mean, I don't think it's a kick, but just to have it caught the shot, I would have dropped it. Stanford, if you get them within 2 yards, they're going to go for a 4th down. So, oh, bad. He lowered his shoulder and he ran over people. A third reception from 89. Like I said, this rush is shared so well. The stats are going to go crazy. Like, I can't tell if it's been good defense or horrible defense. They're not over 100, so that won't be above your team breaking 100 points between the two teams. This one's not even close. They're not even at 80 right now. But honestly, they could get there. I'm not counting them out of the 100-point game. Third one, USC needs to stop. They're playing really off the receiver over there. The 25 lowest shoulder gets the first. Oh, he is not at 100. Never mind. I see you guys. I said he still needs 30 yards. He's not going to get there. He's not the starter, so he's not getting all the touches. That's a good start, though. It's 6. He's always been like 4 to 6 yards a carry. Yeah, he gets the touchdown. And the third now is just unfortunate. He was wide open. He had nice single burst on him. So if USC can get them stop on the line here, you think Stanford just takes the field goal? Probably. What happened? I don't know how that thing. I'm hitting a button, so I'm sorry. Okay, it wouldn't switch back over. So, interesting. Either way, second and goal, quarterback tried to run for it and didn't get anything. But I took the controller off the keyboard. I don't know what that was, to be honest with you. But number 25 fights for 5 more yards, and it's 3rd and goal from the 2? 3 maybe? The 3. Okay. 3rd and 3, basically. And Stanford, I'd assume, just runs it. No, they're going to pass. Have nothing. Wow, of course, to number 7. 3-yard touchdown reception. And they go up by, pending the PAT, 10 points. And puts USC right back into the situation they were in. So, USC's got to figure something out. They got to get a touchdown here, and they have to get another stop. They have to be able to at least be tied to where it goes to whoever has the ball last. But being down 10 is not fun. Oh, good run, though, on the kick return. Gets to the 25. Oh, no, he gets past the 25. So it was worth it. And yeah, I expect a lot of passing out of USC from here on out. 2nd and 5 to the tight end. See, the thing is, they haven't had like a receiver really stand out. Their halfback has. Their tight end has. 19-yard reception. But they don't really have like a good, reliable receiver. They've had a few good plays from receivers. But I don't know. Damn. Butterfingers probably just lost them the game right there. 2nd fumble, and this one was for a lot more than just a touchdown. This one was, like I said, maybe for the game. Stanford might have just won it right there. Good hit. Knocks that ball loose. And Stanford set up almost at their own 50-yard line. And like I was saying earlier, a touchdown here won't seal. Well, it might seal it. Just throws that one out of bounds. But it's going to make it so hard for USC to come back. Because with 9 minutes left, down 3 scores. No matter how you look at it, it is 3 scores. I don't know, because both teams are just running the ball so much that the clock's just not stopping. The clock is just ticking, and you can only stop it for 3 plays. You can only stop the clock 3 times, guaranteed. So, yeah, if I'm USC here, I'm getting worried if I don't get a stop right now. And I mean, you get it. You get it. 4th and 3. Stanford is going to punt this. And I'm not sure what good this does. Really? Woo! I thought it was going to take an unlucky bounce. Now, unless you're like deep in your own territory, I don't know. Punting just is weird to me. Because like one of my friends is like, you're literally wasting one of your downs to give the ball to the other team. But either way, it gave USC the ball back, so it makes it more entertaining for us. They need to score here. If I'm coach, 85 is benched for like the rest of the game. He can play in like the final tournament, maybe, but right now you're having to lean on the rest of your team because you fumbled twice. No, USC just going for short yards. They're just getting something cooking. It was an unlucky glitch, but 5 yards, 32 rushes for 112 yards. Yeah, empty backfield. This one's going in the air. Now, please, for the love of God, don't throw it to 85. Is that who they threw to? I think that's who the ball was intended to go to. I can't tell. It was 80 something. There we go. That one connects to number 8, who they give him the forward progress, give him the first down. Bounced off to the halfback end for another solid 8. What's he at? He's almost on 400 yards and not one touchdown. That is crazy. But, oh, good running lane for the halfback. Gets 7. 7 rushes for 18 yards. Okay, he's not hitting 100. But I want to point out how not over this game is. One big play could change it drastically so quickly. And like that huge sack for 8 yards. Now, if you're USC, you're already, because of that sack, you're thinking, okay, we need 10 points. Obviously, 2 touchdowns is ideal to put you in the lead. But that was a hell of a catch by the receiver, number 15. Round of applause. If you're USC, you're like, okay, we don't need a touchdown here. It'd be nice, but it's not needed. 4th and 1. Again, bad spot. Unfair spot. Okay, so I was wrong. USC's going to get a touchdown. And then they'll worry about the field goal. They want a touchdown. Oh, 31, 31, 31. No, they're going